guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Marissa. As some of you may know, I did an original foundation and first impressions of the Naked Cherry palette, but today we're just gonna do a mini get ready with me and combine the two and check them out again for the second time. So we're just gonna dive right in and get started and play with some makeup. Alrighty, so let's get started. I usually start with my eyes because sometimes I'm pretty messy. I can get fallout sometimes. As you can tell, I've already done my brows. They look harsh because it's black. I always use black. I have black hair. The first thing I like to do is prime my eyes. I use the MAC paint pot. This is in the color Soft Ochre. I love this stuff. This is my ride or die, holy grail, whatever. And I will use a Sigma 3D HD Precision brush. I love this brush. This is the Sigma version of the Kat Von D brush that I usually use, but it's dirty. I love this brush. I will probably pick up another one at the eye mats because I love it so, so much. Put it right on my eyes. Oh, by the way, in case you couldn't tell, I make crazy funny faces when I do my makeup. I don't know why. Do you guys do that? Let me know in the comments if you make any crazy faces when you're putting on your makeup, not just your mascara. That's a whole other different crazy face. Let's grab my Naked palette. Here it is. I kind of kept her in the box only because I wanted a quick cleanup, so I just put it away real quick. I didn't feel like throwing things out. Beautiful as always, and if you guys didn't see the first video, this is what she looks like. She's so pretty. So today I'm going to a 2-year-old birthday party in a couple of hours, and I gotta be birthday party ready. Plus I'm going out later for the football game and with my cousin because she's off tomorrow. So I want a look that might be a little bit versatile so I can kind of go out and then maybe come back and smoke it out just a little bit more before I go out. So we're gonna start with, this is Royal and Langnickel Super Crease Brush, the BMD 445. Looks like this. It's a little dirty. Wait, I got this at the eye mats last year. I like the big dome brushes as like a crease brush, as a transition color really. It's similar to my Real Techniques brush, Deluxe Crease Brush. It's very similar to this. It's a little bit smaller. The brush tip's a little bit smaller, but I'm gonna use this one today. All right, so I think I'm gonna start out with, let's be crazy. I'm gonna start off with Caution. Now, to me, as a person of color, I think that is probably not gonna show up very well. That's definitely way too light to be a transition color, but hey, it might help blend out the rest of the crease. Do you see how that really did nothing? Whatever, that didn't come out as planned. So we're gonna go over, and you can kind of see the kickback it had. Whatever. I usually just blow it away, but you know what, sometimes I do try and use it because I feel bad just blowing away product that I purchased with my own money. The next color I think I'm gonna take, I'll do Juicy. This one right here. Throw some of that in the crease. I'm gonna use the same brush. So I think this will have a little bit more pigment than that did. Okay, yeah, this definitely has more pigment, or not more pigment, but it's definitely a color that will work on my skin tone. That you can see, look, that versus that, like, I mean, I guess you can kind of see it over there. It's a little subtle, but I guess you can see it. This I just like a lot better. Here we go. We're gonna take, I believe this is the MAC 217 brush. Yeah, this is the MAC 217 brush. Yeah, it's old, but it's that little tiny crease brush. I love it. This is when MAC was really big. When I first started makeup and stuff, like everybody was into MAC. I just like Bing so much. We're gonna go in and Bing this bright pink color, and I'm gonna put that and deepen the crease up with that color. Just take a little bit on the brush, nothing crazy. Now, I know some people might be afraid of like pinker eyeshadows or just like bright colored eyeshadows, but I think pink and purple are like a really good place to start. I'm gonna keep layering it until I have the intensity that I want as well. And I'll go back into Juicy and just blend out the top so it's not as harsh. There we go. So far, so good. I'm gonna go in here. This is a no-named Morphe brush. It came in a pack. It was like $15 at one point. Like, I'm going to a family birthday party, so I don't want to go too crazy. So I'm going to use, it's gonna be, might look kind of boring too, so I do apologize. I'm going to use Turn On. I'm gonna put that the inner third, I guess, of my eye. I'm gonna put it about the inner third of my eye. See all that fallout? I don't care about fallout. This is why I do my eyes first. I'm going with my finger. Oh, that's pretty. Lots of fallout. Don't get me wrong, I like to use brushes, and obviously that's a sanitary way, especially if you're a makeup artist on other people. But I find it's efficient, more efficient for me to do it with my finger. There we go, I have that on the inner third. I'm probably gonna take this same brush. I'm so bougie, I have a Vera color switch. If you're that bougie, let me know in the comments. All right, now I'm gonna go in here and I'm going to take Ambitious, which is this gold, deep gold color right next to Turn On. And I'm just gonna take my flat brush again. Oh my God, that is so pretty. Deeper, but nothing crazy. I definitely like that a lot. It's like subtle, but pretty, and it's there. And I love that the fact that you can still see the pink. I think the pink kind of makes the look. So I think that looks really good. I think I'm gonna leave it at that for now because I don't wanna go too crazy for a child's birthday party. I'm gonna go in with Hot Spot, this one right here. I think this is a lip brush, but it's really tiny. I'm gonna go right in with Hot Spot and I'm going to highlight my brow bone. Ever so subtle, but it does the trick. You could probably wear this every day. I would, but a lot of my everyday is not everybody else's everyday. Anyway, so today we are going to try again, this is my take 2 on the Fenty Beauty foundation. I have the shade 300 in Pro Filter. I originally said this might be a little dark for me, but like, I don't know. My face for some reason is darker than my body. Let me know in the comments what you do. I mean, as a person of color, I've had such a struggle with foundation. Today we're going to apply this foundation with my Morphe M439 brush. I liked it a lot with the Marc Jacobs foundation. I liked it better than the sponge. I don't ever prime. I hate priming because I have really, really oily skin, and I find primer kind of makes it tackier or stickier, and I just don't like sticky because I'm usually sticky and oily as it is. Anyways, this is the only primer I have. I don't plan on buying more primer unless I find one that really works via sample from Sephora. Anyway, this is the primer that I like to use. This is the Too Faced Primed and Poreless Pure Oil Free. I got it specifically because it said oil free because I struggle so much with oily skin. Actually, I've been looking at other moisturizers. I kind of want one with SPF. All right, so what I'm gonna do is take this on my fingers, and these are my very pory spots. My nose is the worst. All right, so right now, to me, it feels like it's a sticky, tight residue on my hands. Makes my face really soft though. All right, so this says shake. They all say shake. I hope I'm shaking them enough. All right, so I'm gonna take it on the back of my hand. So let's see, we're gonna do, let's do 2 pumps. That might be too much. I used 4 with the sponge. So I'm just gonna take this and dip it in here. Am I a traitor? Am I going from a sponge to a brush? That was 2 pumps, and wow, it did get my whole face. So I must say it does apply very nicely with the brush. Go figure, I've been using a sponge for years now, and I think I like this brush better. The thing with the brushes, and I can kind of see, because I haven't used a brush in so long, but you do get some brush strokes sometimes. So I just kind of go in there, I guess the word is stipple, and you just stipple them out, that way you don't see them as much. I'm gonna try my best to do a wear test as well. Again, I have a birthday party. I think it looks good, feels good. It's very lightweight. Something like this, I would probably wear on like a day-to-day basis, like an everyday going out type thing. Moving on, next step I typically take is I do my concealer. I do struggle with some under eye dark circles. So here we're gonna go again, and with the Tarte Shape Tape, this is the double duty not foundation, this is the concealer. I have it in the shade 34S Medium Sand. This is a little light for me, it's totally light for me, but I like it to kind of brighten up spaces as well. We're just gonna go in and put this right under my eyes and highlight the rest of my face. And this stuff smells so good. And for this, I am going to go in with a sponge. I just prefer sponges. Yeah, let's use my Morphe one. These, it blows my mind how big these get when they're wet. It's just, it's crazy. So I do suffer with wrinkles as well, wrinkles and creasing really bad under my eyes. It's because I rub them. I have really bad allergies if you couldn't tell with my nose. I'm gonna go in, this is the Kat Von D setting powder and translucent setting powder. This is the Kat Von D number 25, and I think it's for under your eyes. I just never really use it because I hopped on the sponge bandwagon train. And I probably shouldn't have. Because some of these brushes are good and I like them a lot. Okay, well that creased like crazy under my eyes. There's no fixing it. It is what it is at this point. Weird tidbit. This smells like oatmeal to me. I'm gonna go in with here and set everywhere that I put concealer. Laura Mercier, this thingy, whatever the hell this thingy is. Take it in my hands, put this right in here. And this is how I set my face. See, the thing about translucent is I find it's never actually translucent. So I'm gonna take in a big powder brush and kind of. So as you saw in my previous videos, I did buy another Hoola bronzer. Now I'm excited. I have this little tiny brush. I don't know if this is sold separately. It was just a gift with my purchase. Take some of my Benefit Hoola bronzer and I'm gonna go in and bronze with this. This looks like the one that Benefit gives you in the new ones. Alrighty, so I like this. I do. Nothing will ever top. I'll never like anything more than this. This is the one my dog chewed up. Believe me, it's clean. I cleaned it. So I'm gonna do this for my forehead because I think it just gives you a bigger area. I like the small skinny ones to just chisel out my cheeks. Just contour a little over here, nothing crazy. I'm actually gonna go back in with this and do my chin. I think because it's a little bit more compact and dense, it picks up a little bit more product. Although I could be crazy, who knows. Alrighty. Last but not least, I like to contour my nose. Go in with my Kat Von D brush. This is, it just says eyeshadow on it. It's old. It's even just such a subtle line. It does so much. I used to contour my face with, well, I still do. I still love it. The Anastasia, I have it in, I think, mahogany. It's one of the darkest shades. I have a skin color complex. Like, I feel like I'm a lot darker than I am, and I don't realize how not dark I am. It's weird. So I used to go in and contour my nose with that. My cousin would always be like, what do you have on your nose? It looks like you got dirt on your nose. She doesn't contour at all, but so now I'll always contour my nose with Benefit and I won't go as deep. And when I first used it, I'm like, this is too light. Like, you can't see anything. My skin's too dark for this. Don't they make anything darker? Turns out I don't need it any darker. So I'm gonna go back into the Naked Cherry palette. I'm gonna take my Bdellium. It's my, I don't know how to say it. It says BD, so is that Bdellium or Delium? I'm not sure. I don't know if that's silent. Anyway, this is the 758. It's a little smudge type brush. I love these brushes. These are my favorite to do under my eyes. And I'm gonna go in with Bang. I'm sorry. I like colors. And I'm not afraid of colors. Come on, that looks so good. Bing is definitely my favorite color. I'm gonna go right into my Vera Mona color switch, and then I'm gonna go into Privacy. Take this deep color and I'm gonna put this just on the, basically my waterline, but on the outside. I don't wanna take it too dark. Again, this is a children's party. She's 2. Anyways, I'm gonna take this again and just kinda blend down here into up here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go in with Kat Von D. I did buy her Inkwell liner. This is a liquid liner, but this is new and I should try it and I spent money on it, so I should use it, right? It only makes sense. So it's just not pigmented. I don't know if it's drying out before I'm getting there or... And I'm like going in, trying to scoop off as much as I can and put it on the brush. All right, I'm gonna be honest. I don't really like it. I mean, it's coming out nice, but it's not as dark as I typically like it. I don't know why. That's so weird. Why wouldn't it be dark? It's black. Not bad. I'm not mad at it. It didn't skip this time. And this is the lash liner. I wear liner in my waterline, so I'm always in search of something that will actually last all night. I usually use the Urban Decay Legend. The party's starting in about 45 minutes and I'm not ready. I'm not even the slightest ready. Although I probably won't do my hair, I'll just put dry shampoo in it and go. So we're gonna try this liquid lash again, or lash liner. It's liquid. What I do is kind of pull this out and dip off most of the excess, whatever. And you're not supposed to do this, but I pull down my lid just a little bit. Try not to blink, hold your breath, whatever you gotta do. See? Do you see that? Got on my contact already. All right, so that was a lot. So what I'm gonna do is sit here and fan. All right, we're gonna do this eye now. Same thing. And last but not least, since we are running out of time, I need to do this fairly quickly. I'm going to put on a little bit of mascara. This is just CoverGirl, cheapy, couple dollars. I'm just gonna take Buxom. This is Black is Black, I think. Oh, when you put on mascara, make sure you make a really weird face with your jaw. 2 more steps. So this is, I'm gonna go in here. This is my Kai liner. I don't know if she still makes this one. I think she still has this one available, but not the gel. I'm gonna go right underneath and put some under my waterline on the top lash. This is, I think, my 3rd time using this. Again, I don't use setting sprays because my face is very oily and I find sprays kind of make it tackier. Like, I have MAC Fix Plus. I love MAC Fix Plus. I usually use it for like eyeshadows and stuff like that. But I tried to set my face with it and it felt so sticky to me and I didn't like that. I'm just gonna shake it a little. And this comes out like a hairspray. Again, if you've never seen it or tried it, it's the Morphe aerosol setting spray, which is horrible for the environment. So I'm so sorry. So I'm just gonna take this and a little wet, it's not bad. I'm not oily yet. I'm not gonna highlight or anything until later. So my first check-in, you'll see, I'll probably put on a highlighter then. Anyway, this looks good. This is the end of my look. Again, I think the cherry palette is great. Could be an everyday wear. My favorite shade in here is Bing, 100%. So for me to do basically the only 2 neutral shades in here, that's neutral for me. I would even go to work like this. I like colors. I like this. So the cherry palette, it's definitely one of my favorites. Skin tone aside, it does work for my skin tone. I love the cherry on me. I want to reach for the Naked palette a lot more and just have fun with it. I'll probably do some more looks. Maybe I'll throw it in a get ready with me, but I don't want to first impression this palette to death. So if you like palettes, subscribe to my channel because we're going to have fun with a bunch. And we have it some from all over from the past few years, probably expired, but I still love. So we're going to have fun with that. Oh, and the foundation, almost forgot. Silly me. This was half of why I wanted to do this video. I really like the color. If I step back, it matches my neck really well. But I do like the shade. I like it a lot. The Tarte Shape Tape, I really do like. It didn't crease too bad, but you saw me what I had to do to get in there to get the wrinkles to not crease. Anyway, before this gets too long on a tangent, I am gonna go to this birthday party and I'll be back in a couple of hours to do a check-in. It is 3:36 p.m. I've had the shadow on for a good half hour now, maybe. And the foundation on a little bit less than that. Just a forewarning, I crease the most in my smile lines because I smile and I'm just a smiley person, you know. And then I crease a lot up here because I have the wrinkles there. It's mostly because I make this face and I'm like, I don't know. And then, so I crease the most there and I get the most oily on my nose and cheeks right here. But again, I don't usually wear setting sprays. I'm a big powder girl. I love powder. Like, that's the only thing that keeps my face from getting oily. So I don't know about the sprays. So we will see. So hey guys, we are back with my first check-in. It is 7:39, almost 8 o'clock. It's been about 4 hours. So far, it feels smooth. I went to this my best friend's niece, or it's her daughter. So she's like my niece, but whatever. So I went to the birthday party. There wasn't like food, so I didn't get like food on my face like I usually do. It's just like, you know, finger food. I was very, very careful. I didn't wear lipstick. It's a kid's thing. Why would I wear lipstick? I didn't even drink. Look at me go. So I'm not that oily. So I'm actually pretty happy with everything so far. So now I'm about to go out and watch the rest of the game. The Patriots better not freaking win. I'll be so mad. So what we're gonna do now is just deepen up my look and make it a little bit more out. I decided I'm not going out dancing tonight, so I don't really wanna wear lashes. I love wearing lashes, but I don't want to. So I'm just gonna deepen the look up a little bit real quick and then maybe powder a little and then go. All right, so I'm gonna take my cherry palette again, Privacy, just with the dome brush that comes with the palette. Take this and just throw it on my outer crease and blend it in. Make sure there's no harsh lines. Maybe take this to pull it out a little bit more. I had so much fun. This girl, her baby is so cute. She kept walking around saying, happy birthday. And we're like, it's your birthday. All right, so maybe this isn't dark enough, but I don't want to grab another palette. So we're gonna make this work. Okay, so that's a little bit deeper. It's deeper than this eye for sure. Okay, that's good. I like that. So what I'm doing is just packing and then blending out so there's not a harsh line because I want it dark. But to be honest, this shade it's not really that dark. If you want smoky, this palette's probably not for you. but it's not terrible. I'll tell you that. I'm just gonna put a little, I'm getting Drunk Dial, which is another darker one in here, but it's a little bit more metallic, and put it right on top. I'm gonna go back in here with my dome brush on Privacy and just throw that more on the outer corner. So that concludes my look for this, and I think I've used every color in the palette so far except, to be honest, Bang Bang. This one up here. All right, I'm happy with this. I can live with this. This is a going out look. Let me see how my face feels. It's not bad. I don't even think I really need powder. Yeah, let's put a highlight on. We're gonna go in with Bang Bang on a little tiny, this is another Bdellium or Bdellium Tool 787, and just go in with a little highlighter. Wow, all right, that's not bad. I thought it was gonna be too pigmented for my face, but it's perfect. Not even like a pigmentation problem. It doesn't look pink on me like that. Well, a little bit. I've never done that before. I've never used an eyeshadow as a highlighter. It's subtle, but cute. Watch, it's super pink. And I was gonna be like, why I got pink on your cheeks? It's blush / Bang Bang. I like that a lot. That's a really nice highlight. With my little tiny, it's supposed to be a lip brush, but I'll show you what I'm gonna use it for. I'm gonna take a little bit of turn on my brush. Just gonna go straight down my nose. Just gives a little bit more pop, which I like. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna wear a Kylie Jenner lip kit. Well, this is a weird lip kit. So I'm gonna take, I have the True Brown one in a full lipstick, but you know, it's a little dark. So I'm gonna take the lip liner. I love this lip liner. It's my favorite lip liner ever. And we're gonna just line my lips with this. Gonna kind of messily do the outside of my lips. And then I'm gonna go in here, and this is the Kylie Jenner lip kit, and this is an exposed. Maybe I over ombra'd it, but this isn't bad. I like this. I'll go out like this. But see how it's like orange in the middle like that? Like by itself, it looked pretty bad, but this like makes it a little bit more doable. Oh yeah, that looks fine. All right, I'm just panicking because like I can see so much in the mirror and I don't want to look like a clown. Alrighty, so I'm gonna go out and watch the rest of the football game, and by the time I come back, I will do my last check-in, and I'll let you guys know my final thoughts. Alrighty, so a few more hours, and I'll be back, and I'll show you my final thoughts, and we'll see how it wears. It is now 12:20 a.m. That's about 8 hours of wear. 8 hours of wear, let's just say. And I just want to say that I was looking at the mirror for a little bit, and the foundation isn't bad. I did eat a little bit, so I mean, that's my bad. So a little bit did come off of my chin. I am a very messy eater. It's like unheard of. It's really strange. I don't know what happens. I don't know what I'm thinking. I just kind of like shove food in my face. Just by looking, it does look a little bit oily, my face. Again, mostly in the middle section of my face, and then like my chin area, like my cheeks and forehead over here is fine, but it's just right in the center. Can you tell it's oily? A little bit. There's not really transfer that much either. It's not bad. I see it's creasing in the smile lines. And then on my forehead, this was not a full coverage foundation, so I don't expect it to cover my imperfections, and that's fine. It's more like I said, an everyday type of wear. The eyes, I think they're still pretty there. Like you can totally see it. It's not faded away. Well, it's not faded bad. I'll try and insert a picture so you can kind of see from start to now from when I first applied it. So let's just do a freeze frame real quick. The eyeliner, the top liner stayed on okay. Again, I don't think it's my favorite. It's definitely, it doesn't feel pigmented. It looks like more like a translucent gray almost. Oh yeah, I did use a primer today. Unfortunately, while I was gone, I was watching the Patriots and Chiefs game. Sucked, whatever. Go Rams. My dog ended up getting my Too Faced primer. So RIP was like $30 primer. I don't know if that made a difference on my face today. Maybe that's why I'm a little bit, actually I'm not really oily or sticky, to be honest. So this won't be my last review or first or second impressions. Maybe I'll do a couple more impressions and see how I feel with different things underneath. The brush was the best. I didn't really like the sponge. The sponge, I had to use 4 pumps of that, and that's kind of ridiculous. It was hard to watch 4 pumps go with the Fenty Beauty with the sponge. That kind of sucked. So that's my final thoughts on the foundation, and I do want to try it again. I did buy it. It's a full thing, so I'd like to see what products I can use with it to make it work perfectly. I don't want to pick up the sponge and the brush, but if I have to, I mean, I already bought the foundation. I mean, why not? Trying to ball on a budget, but it's very hard. And for the eyeshadow, I like it a lot. It's very pretty. I do like the fact that it's colorful and it's not too colorful like it's neon or anything. It's like a perfect color but neutral everyday type of wear. It's more flirty, more romantic. So I do like it and I will continue to play around with it. So far, I think I've used almost all the colors except one. And even that color, the one that I didn't use between the past 2 videos, I used as a highlight and I think it's pretty. Lipstick Kylie Jenner, as you can tell, I did eat, so there's no shade there, but it did crack. It does get very dry on my lips. I kind of want to try one of the lip glosses to put on top. Maybe it'll keep it more hydrated. The color is exposed. To me, it looks orange on my lips, and I don't necessarily like that, so I definitely have True Brown K around my lip liner, as my lip liner, to kind of mesh it in and blend it in so it looks better as one color. I don't think there's much more I can say other than just stay tuned and try and watch more, and we'll see how I feel as it goes on. Some things are, what's the word? Acquired. So we'll see if my skin ever changes. If it ever gets not oily, then maybe I'll like some other dewier things more. All right, well, thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, please give this a thumbs up. Please let me know in the comments what you think. If you've had any other problems or similar struggles with these products and cosmetics as I did. If not, let me know what worked for you, how it worked. Let me know. I'd love to talk to you down below. And I guess we'll see you next time. It should be fun. I should have some fun stuff coming up because, again, I do have that huge haul that I have not gotten through even like halfway yet. So I'm excited to use some new products and do a couple more first impressions. And we'll see you next time. Bye.